So it's time to start working on the 66 SCRAPPY, AKA whatever you want to call it, Mustang. So, first thing we're gonna start doing, we're gonna start stripping some stuff off of this thing, even though it's already pretty well stripped. But as you can see, we got a nest going on down here. Go ahead and get this gas tank and stuff out of it. Not this gas tank. That gas tank. Ooh, a battery. I don't think that's any good. So we'll get that out of there, get all that stuff cleaned out. I'll go ahead and pull these seat belts and stuff, because like I said, we got all new floor pans and everything for it. We got the fronts, we got the transition piece, we got the back. The wheel wells actually look pretty good so far, from what I could tell. The new pans, they got the seat bases and everything. So all that's gonna stay. We'll clean all that stuff out of there, but we're actually gonna drop the frame and stuff off of this. And we will actually pull the rest of the suspension off the front and just come up with a game plan from there. But the main thing is getting this car, I guess you say, a little bit more cleaned out. But we'll get this cleaned out, and while I'm doing this, Pablo is getting the gas tank and fuel system and stuff out of that car. That's thorns. Basically restored at this point. Texas Gold. I don't know what this is. What is this? It says, not for human consumption. What is this? Keep out of reach of children. Or does that say chicken? No, that definitely says children. Catch the rush. Texas Gold. Hey, I don't know if you knew this, but this car is a piece of crap. I'm pretty sure I have all the interior, the rear interior trim. Like I know I do. So one of the first things we need to do to this car, we need to go ahead, we need to get the rear end out of it. It's got these sweet drop shackles on there, you know, old school race car stuff. We already cut the nuts off the head, or wait, we cut the nuts off the bolt.
The nuts off the bolt.
Yeah, same thing. So we'll go ahead, we'll get this rear end dropped out of it. Once this is dropped out, we'll move over to the front, get the steering and stuff dropped out of it, and then we'll get all this set up on the pinch welds and the back frame rails, get it all fairly level. We'll see how that works out. And we'll start cutting the floor out of this thing. Let down on that.
Let down?
Yes. Got it?
Yeah.
Watch your hand.
Good.
Pull your wheel off. Yeah. You grab that leash ring on the side? Drag her around. Maybe. Hang on. What are we hung up on?
Well,
E-brake, huh?
Yeah.
We got the rear end out of it. Now we'll go ahead, we'll cut the bolts off that receiver hitch, get the gas tank out of it. We went ahead and just cut the leaf springs right here. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. So like I said, we'll get the gas tank out of it, and then we're gonna go to the front and do some stuff up there, and then get the subframe, and then just cut the floors out of it. It's probably gonna be pretty quick work of this car. Poor thing. I really don't feel like we're gonna reuse this gas tank. Hey, the pickup tube actually still looks pretty good. But making a big old pile of junk. Well, actually the whole car is a big pile of junk, so we got the gas tank out, everything. We went ahead and we got the car on jack stands in 6 different points. Up there at the rocker, there, and we went through and we got the level, we got the level, and we leveled the car out on the rockers, front to back. Then we came up here to the front. We leveled the car out up here in the front. And then we found the best place we could on the back area. We gotta get to sit in the right spot. And we got as close as we could in the rear. So once we cut the floor and everything out, we'll tweak with it a little bit more, take measurements, do all those kind of things. But we just wanted to make sure the car was as level as possible. That way when we cut the floor and stuff out and we go back with it, we know we're close. I'm not saying it's right, but we're close. So now what we're doing, we're gonna go ahead and start taking the front off of here, get this old suspension off, get the steering box, everything pull the column out of it. And then we're gonna start taking these spot welds and stuff off on the frame section and get this front section dropped off of it so we can start cutting the floor out of it. By the time we're done, there's gonna be a firewall, 2 frame rails in the back, and wheel tubs. Other than that, it's all getting replaced. Go ahead and pull this off. See that whole thing freaking do that? Goes to show how much support these aprons put into these things. So we separated everything up there as good as we can. So now I'm gonna cut it here across. I'm gonna follow the frame rail on both sides over here, then cut it here, here, and ideally it should just fall out. Do we want it to fall? No, but if it falls, oh well. Connected somewhere. Oh, you know what? That dang parking brake came in again. Got it. That wasn't too bad. What'd that go to? Is this yours? What? bracket. So if we just cut all the rust out of the car and put nothing back in, is it still considered a rust bucket? I wonder. I already feel a little better about it. Now we just got to start working our way that way. Trim up the front. I don't want to cut too much out of the front. I might need to order some toe boards for this thing. It's actually a little more rotted up there than I thought. Or I can just make it. But we'll wait until we get the floor here. I don't even know how. Oh, it broke off there. I guess when you slammed it on the ground.
Oh, I slammed it on the ground. Okay.
Dang. I sure hope I ordered the right floors for this thing. That's all I know. Because, I mean, these weren't any good anyways. So now, we'll do, so this section stays right here. I feel like I'm yelling. So this section right here, it stays. This is your front torque box. Your floor pan cuts around it. So I'm pretty sure I gotta save, I don't know. I should probably really wait until I get the whole floor pan, but you know, who likes waiting anyways? I might have to reuse this bracket because the car is a 2+2. Probably these as well. The floor pan, the rear comes with this inner brace that I cut out of there. But like I was saying, the floor pan goes around that, goes around the tubs. The frame rail goes to the back and it ties into that back panel. So I gotta peel all of this off, cut this side of the frame rail. It'd probably be better if I got an air hammer and I just took all that off, cut that section of floor out, and then all the floor will be out, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the toe boards, but I'll probably do that after I get the floor in and see if I wanna replace up there any. But it's late. I got yelled at because apparently this is really loud. So we'll continue this tomorrow, I guess. So we're back out in the shop and I cleaned up a little bit. Okay, I'm lying. I just moved stuff outside. But we have this Coyote engine right here. I need to load that up in the bed of Gilligan. We're gonna take that over to Pablo. I got an engine over at Pablo's. Well, it's in Pablo's, I think it's a 50 or 51 Ford. I can't remember. It's a good 302. I got it from him. I was gonna put it in my MG burnout car, but this project came up to get it ready for power tour, and it's a perfect little engine for it. It's a 302, GT40 heads, that whole thing. So we got good weather. It hasn't been raining today. It's been raining for on and off for seems like 2 weeks now. So I told him, I said, well, I'll load this engine up since you need it for your car. Take it over there. We'll pull the engine out of the truck, load in the bed, Gilligan, come back over here. That way we have the engine stuff here. And then all we need is a transmission, which I think I found a transmission. So we'll go ahead, get Gilligan out, get the forklift, get that loaded into the truck, and get over to Pablo's house and get the engine. That was way more complicated than it ever should have been. Well, got everything loaded. We are squatted. Look at that. We got a little, you know, it's down on the ground, but it's fine. I'm gonna give me something to eat, and then we're gonna go see Pablo. I'm Pretty sure we got some tires rubbing in the back, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. Are they rubbing real bad? Maybe. Are we worried about it? Not really. Hey, I'm here.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Hanging out.
Look, this tire was rubbing the whole time.
Nice.
I added patina to the side of the truck. Golly. It was rubbing that tire more than I thought. Oops.
Bags.
I need bags. That ain't too bad. It'll be alright. What if I did this side? No. Just the other side. It's weird. I guess I got more weight over there.
Probably. Because you were sitting on that
Well,
side.
look at you. Wow. Oh, I should have moved the engine to this side and offset it right. Look at you seat warming over here. What are you in, a hammock?
Yeah.
What really matters. This car. Look at this car.
Oh, I was guarding it. That's what I was doing.
Golly.
Make sure nobody takes it.
What a beauty.
That ain't your car.
What?
That's my wife's new car. It's
Whatever.
been here longer than 30 days, remember?
Oh yeah, I did say that, huh? Well, this is the engine we're taking out of this truck. What year is this truck? I don't even remember.
It's a 51 Ford.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 50 or 51. But we'll go ahead and pull this engine out. For whatever reason, I can't tell if the engine's red or Chevy orange. I don't know. That's got to change. But we'll get the carburetor pulled off of it, everything, put a lift plate on it, pull the transmission out. We thought it was a T5, but we don't know what that is. That's just something weird. So we'll get this engine pulled out, get it loaded in the bed of Gilligan, and get it back to the house, and then get back working on the Mustang. We got the engine pulled. Like we said, transmission is not a T5. It's a, what'd you say, is out of F-150 or something?
Yeah, something like that. A 90s F-150.
So he ran the numbers on it. But looking at it, it's still a 10 spline and everything. So I'm going to look up and see if we can still use this clutch and flywheel with the T5, because we are going with a T5 setup in it. That transmission is now useless because it's a 5-speed, but 5th gear is 1-to-1, so might as well put a 3-speed in it. But anyways, this is the engine. Wasn't that bad to pull.
No, not at all.
So now we're gonna shimmy it around over there, get the Coyote out of Gilligan, which we probably should have done before we did this.
Yeah.
Because now we're gonna have to set this on the ground, but you know, it's okay. So we'll get this over there, get that engine out, get this engine in, and go from there. Pablo,
Yeah.
you should really get a forklift because this is taking forever.
I got nowhere to put it.
Nowhere to put what?
The forklift.
You got a covered patio. Uh-oh.
What's good? Ready?
Yeah. Right there. Beautiful.
No. Good?
Yeah. I feel like the Coyote made this thing squat way more.
Think so?
I feel like it did. Yeah, the Coyote made it squat way more. I just want to let y'all know, if you think I'm going to restore this car and it's going to be pristine, might as well stop watching now because you're going to get pissed off. Ah! Every little sound I hear, I think the glass is breaking. So is this really dumb to do by myself? Yes. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Okay, now what do I do? Now what do I do? I don't know what to do. Okay, let's go to the car. Okay. Banging it on everything. Okay. Woo! We got it. Let's evaluate the situation. Start pulling this off. All right, right there. You know, I was expecting this whole area to be shot. Seems like it's just the two corners. This ain't a big deal up here, even though it looks in good shape. We are replacing the roof skin. So really, a little spot right there. Oh, there it is. I really need a shrinker stretcher and I could remake that piece. But, we'll look at this. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see what the new quarter, I think the new quarter only goes to here. I think it goes here and like comes down like that and comes down. So I have to see, I have to evaluate this situation with that. I really need a shrinker stretcher. Well, dang. All right, it's the next day and we're back in the shop. So, it's still a hunk of shit. So, I pulled these quarter windows out. I'm gonna have to build some structure here. I'll get the quarter panel on it, build an inner piece going all the way around, and then we'll just flat plate it, cut some holes, address that, and that'll be okay. We got a new quarter, everything. But, here's the thing. I already know a lot of y'all are gonna be like, I cannot believe you didn't brace this car. Well, let me tell you why. Actually, let me show you. I'm gonna see if you can see it. If you look, I don't know if you can see it. That back panel there, this car is twisted like this. Twisted. Which, I'm pretty sure it's because of this right here. When this got hit or whatever happened, it pulled this corner up, so the car's teeter-tottering. I don't know if I can, oh, it's windy. See? Everything is level around and all that stuff. So we're pretty sure the roof is the issue. So there's no point in bracing all this and putting a floor in with a crooked car. So we're gonna go ahead, get this quarter off, pull this piece off, that rear trunk piece, peel this roof off, see if we can beat this out, get the pillars kind of straight. We're not using them, but we'll get them kind of straight and see if we can get this car straightened back out. And then we'll add bracing. We'll do X bracing across here and there because we are replacing these. So we gotta pick and choose where we want to brace it at. But we're gonna cut all this off, get the car straight, measure everything out, and then brace it. I got a bunch of square tubing over there to brace it, but we have to get it back straight. So let's cut this quarter off. Actually, I'm pretty sure I can just, yeah, I can just pull it off. But that's what we're doing. Anybody want pieces of this thing? I'll cut them up and send them to you. car just relaxed. Oh yeah, big time. Big time. As soon as I split that, it came down like it needed to be. I knew that roof was what was holding it. As soon as it hit that cut, dude, it just went boom. Really? How tight is it on that jack stand over there? It's way better. I don't know what they say. What is it? It can only get better after it gets worse. Right? That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Because this is pretty bad. Uh-oh. Anybody want to buy a Fastback? Now that we got all this cut off the back, we're gonna come in here and do a brace from the bottom of the frame so whenever we cut this out for the floor, it doesn't get wider. Because we're replacing this rear floor section. It comes with this piece, all these and everything around the tub. Of course, we gotta save right there on the quarter. Ignore the rust. But now that we got this mess going on, and we're gonna focus on this car for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and cut along here on the roof, cut here to about here, and then across, and we're gonna peel this skin off and see if any of the structure can be used for this outer portion of this. That side's okay. This side is where it was crushed in, so all the water got in here and just messed all of this up. I was looking, this inside piece, like that one over there, I can make that. That's super easy. But the bad thing about these, from the Fastback to the coupe, this has a curve to it. The coupe is straight. So we're gonna have to see what we can do there. So we're gonna go ahead, peel the skin off of that one and see what it looks like. We were moving.
Yeah, I couldn't get around the door.
All right, so we got the roof in the shop. We got it set on there. It's gonna take some work, but this new section right here, it's gonna go up to here. So we'll reuse this inside piece right here, and then we'll weld it in down there by the dash. Because more likely, we're gonna cut the dash out of here and take it from the other car because it's shot all the way along the bottom. Yes, I don't really care too much about the rust, but that's, I don't know, I just don't want it there. And this piece right here, we're gonna have to remake this piece, or just fix this little piece right here. We were hoping we can use this part of the coupe, but I kind of knew that it was straight and this part was curved. So that's out. So we'll take the spot welds out here, take it out. And it's all, like I said, it's the same all the way up to this point. And you can see how bent the roof is. You can, that one, everything shifted this way, but it's fine. I definitely have to remake this entire piece here, and I have to make this piece here. They have these little indentions and all these little ridges and stuff in here. I could add that with the bead roller, but we'll see what I feel like doing. But for now, I'll just make this piece, replace it, this lip that goes into here, and then I gotta make this whole piece. So what I'll probably end up having to do is make this top piece with the curve, and then take this bottom piece and make that, and weld it all along this seam, and do it like that. Is it a lot more work? Yeah, but that's probably what I'll have to end up doing. As far as this, same thing as we talked about earlier. We'll make this piece, and then probably do a flat piece in here, drill some holes and stuff, mount it to that. That'll be good to go. We're not trying to get all crazy and stuff with it. But it's getting late. I need to clean up and be back out here tomorrow, and then probably every day for the next 4 months on this thing. But that's all I got for today.